which is how it works. Hello, everyone, and welcome, if anyone is here, like that is yet. So this is Big Girls Really Do Cry. I'm Lainey, and we're about to do the Banish bin, and this is the lovely Rich over here.
Thank you very much.
Rich is from Night's Life. If you are not subscribed to Rich's channel, I have put the link below. So please go and subscribe while I waffle on right now. Go on, do that.
Laura's in. Hi, Laura.
I see. So if you haven't been and watched this before, which I'm sure most of you have now, that sounded a bit cocky, doesn't it? That's not what I mean. Do you know what I mean, though? Anyway, if you haven't watched this before, and you know what Room 101 is, then you'll get a kind of gist of it. So basically, I've given Rich, I've given him 8 categories, and he has to pick 3 things for each category that he would like to banish forever, essentially. He then tells us what they are, obviously, and then I'll save one if there's anything that's worth saving, that is. And otherwise I put it out to the chat, and then they can they can decide. Yeah, I have caught the sun just a bit.
Oh, my mum's in. Hi, Mum. Better say hello. Better say hello to everyone in the chat.
Yeah, I'll go through everyone. So I have to say, well done to Rich, because he had the least time to start this, and he was like done. You know what I mean? So
Staying a bit.
Yeah, staying a bit, and you were like, just add it down. Need bother.
No,
in some ways, maybe it's better to have it in the short space of time where people have had like a whole week to think about it.
Yeah.
And maybe like they've overthought it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was struggling. I won't tell a lie. I was struggling with some things.
I think I said to you, didn't I? Just speak to those who know you, because they always know what you don't like.
Yeah, no one talks to me. No one that knows me talks to me. They don't like me, so.
That's not true. That's not true. So I'll go down the chat and say hello, and then we'll get started.
No problem.
So, that's how it. If you hear random shouting, Xbox. In my life, that thing is.
Oh, my son's the same.
I don't even know half of the words he's saying when he shouts. It doesn't even make sense sometimes. Okay, so we've got Laura in, Rebecca, Sharon, Nia, Mandy, Chris, your mum, Pat, Susan, Ian, and where are we? Everyone's saying hello to everyone else, so you've got to scroll. Megan, Antoinette. Susan's just put the link in to get you over.
Susan.
Yeah, that would be good if we could get them over 700 by the end of the show. I did notice. I think you had
694. I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think you needed 6 when I looked yesterday. So, hi Ella. Hi Andrea. Hi Jilly. Hi Junie. Right. So we're at the bottom. So we'll get started. Right. What did I give you first? Let's have a look. So the first category I gave you was films. I had to give you films because I know you.
It was a difficult one because I like a lot of films, but then I just thought, what ones do I really not like? So yeah, I did manage to decide some. Shall I start?
Yeah.
Right. The first one was one that Chris Cookie and the Haydens got everyone to watch for their homework, and it's one of the biggest load of pants I've ever seen in my life. Titanic 2.
There's a Titanic 2.
Yeah, there is a Titanic 2, and you'd never guess what the story is.
You can't read.
It's an iceberg and sinks. It's incredible. I don't know how they thought that one up.
I mean, to have like Titanic 2 though, you can't rethink the boat that it's been. It's done.
No, but they did. They built it. They built a Titanic 2, and it exactly the same thing happened. You thought they would have learned.
Yeah. Very strange.
Yeah, so there's
And I
that
mean,
one. I wouldn't waste an hour and a bit watching it.
did she let him on the door this time? Because in the first one, she could have let him on the door.
Didn't see
I mean,
that.
there was
Didn't have
space.
that bit. Didn't have that bit, but it was absolute rubbish.
I don't know.
And then what we got? We got the remake of Foot. I don't like any of the remakes. I think when they remake films, they mess it up. And I think the worst one I've seen really is Footloose, the remake. I didn't like that.
Yeah, I've seen that, and it's not the same. They can't.
When you see the proper films that when they first come out,
Yeah, you
and
can't
that,
go back.
you can't change it. And my last one for that category is the Human Centipede, because I just don't understand why or how anyone can get it in their brain to kidnap people and sew half a dozen people together face to bottom. So you wouldn't want to be anywhere beyond the first one. I just don't understand it. It's just a bit of a freaky film. It's one of them where you think, why, and how, who thought that up?
Right. I don't do horror, so I've never seen it.
You wouldn't want to see it.
But I wouldn't choose anything. If horror was in here, there's no saving it anyway, so that's gone. Definitely going into the thing. Haven't seen Titanic 2, obviously, but I can't get my head around why they can do a Titanic 2. You know what I mean? It has to be something completely different. It has to be, unless the ship Titanic 2. You know what I mean?
The ship was called Titanic 2, but the effects in it was all CGI. It was the props and the effects weren't even anywhere near it.
And especially after Titanic was like such a huge hit as a film.
Yeah.
How do you can't follow that? You know what I mean? You can't.
No. I think the budget was probably about 1%.
It's like they think, oh well, this worked before. You know what I mean? What?
Yeah.
Highly. Yeah, and again, I agree with you on the remake of Footloose. I wouldn't say it was terrible. If
not the worst. I just don't like the remakes of anything.
No, I'm the same. If I'd have seen it like with fresh eyes, if I'd never seen the first one, then I'd probably liked it better. But when you base it on something that you already know, that's already quality, that's already a classic, that you should just leave it alone.
Yeah, 100%.
So, I'm debating whether to keep Footloose out of this, just purely based on the fact that of what I've just said, in the sense of like, I didn't think it was terrible, but if you're comparing it to the original, it doesn't stand a chance. I get that, but it was still watchable had I'd not had it to compare it to, I think. So I think he scored or something. So yeah, I think I'll save that just for that reason. That anyone who just watched that first, but then once they did watch the original, they'll realise that was better.
Yeah.
But not saving Human Centipede or Titanic 2. So people in the chat, what would you like to banish? You can choose either Titanic 2 and then just put 2. I'll go with that. Or the Human Centipede and just put human, whichever one you want to banish, please. I mean, stitching people's bums to faces.
Yeah.
Where did even that concept? No, you've got to be mental.
Yeah.
Hi, Cassie.
And they made a number 2 of it as well.
I still can't. Yeah.
Human
What did
centipede.
you do? That what was it? Your face to your front bit on that side, on the number
No,
2.
I don't know what. I didn't indulge.
No, I wouldn't. No, I don't do horrors in
Uh,
any
I like horrors, but that was just
Mm,
it was horrific, is what it was. It wasn't nice.
yeah. I'm thinking Titanic 2's got this one. It's about 5 for that, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
Cassie said she's never heard of any of them. She'll just banish me.
Yeah. I'm gonna give that to Titanic 2. Gone. I think everyone's just how you can't follow that. You know what I mean? You can't.
No.
And
No.
hopefully everyone else hasn't seen the other one, and nobody likes it. That's for sure.
No.
Right. Okay. So, second category is things people do.
Right. So for this one, I've got fly tipping or dropping rubbish. Not saying thanks when you hold the door open for them.
Right. Fly tipping, dropping rubbish.
Yeah. People that don't thank you for holding the door open, which I always do. And people talking on the phone when they're driving, holding the phone, because now I've got Bluetooth or you've got like your earphones. So I don't understand why people are still driving about with a phone stuck to their ear hole.
Right. And then driving,
holding the phone, talking on the phone and driving.
So are you allowed to be on the phone? Because I don't drive. I mean, apart from Robo Bitch, and she doesn't have a phone. So. Although actually, I do drive on the phone in Robo Bitch. It's probably wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway, are you allowed to have like hands-free?
Yeah, because most of it's Bluetoothed into the car now. So, and on your steering wheel, you've got buttons to accept and end calls. So, you are allowed to talk on a Bluetooth one. I mean, we were even thinking about banning that at one stage, I think. But yeah, you're allowed to do that, and some people have the earphones in, so they just press the button on their thing. But I just don't see why people are still driving around holding their phone to their ear when most cars have got the equipment to drive safely and talk on the phone. So,
or at least all cars have a loudspeaker.
yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, it comes over the stereo. That's what it does. It just comes out the stereo speaker. So there is no need for it. It just drives me mad because I mean, I've seen the after effects of when people have done it. It's not nice.
No. Yeah, fly tipping and just dropping rubbish. I was in the park yesterday, and there was a girl. It was a family, and the girl had a really long stick, and she was pulling things out the pond. So there was a dog poo bag. There was you know them bags you get like a bag for life type bag.
Oh yeah.
It was one of them. It was 2 cans.
It's just disgusting. Why do it?
And when we had not the bit of sun we've got now, but a couple of weeks ago we had another couple of days of nice weather, and the beach was, I think it might have been over the Easter, so the beach was pretty busy, but the rubbish left, man, and it's not like it absolutely drives me crazy because there's bins everywhere. That's exactly the thing. It's like there's just it's absolute. Like, would they do that in their own house or whatever?
Well, probably. Probably. Yeah. It's like when the beach is busy down here, when it's really hot and everything's normal.
Yeah.
It's like people have barbecues on the beach and they change their babies' nappies on the beach, and then they go home and like it's just
exactly.
It's just smothered. The beach is smothered with rubbish, and it's disgusting. It's disheartening.
It really is.
They're only visiting though, aren't they? So they come down, mess it up, and go home. So
yeah, I'm laughing at Susan. She's put toucans. Did you get a photo, Leonie? Toucans. Toucans. Toucans.
I love toucans.
Toucans. How can you see? You can't say that any different. Toucans.
Toucans.
Toucans. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, it's absolutely no need. And I mean, we have trouble fly tipping, and they tend to go in the sort of open areas and whatever, just like where all the green spaces are and whatnot.
It's just nasty. Who wants to see dirty mattresses and fridges dumped in a nice little green bit where you walk your dogs? You know, it's disgusting.
Totally agree. And then moving on to people who don't say thank you.
Yeah, when you take your time out and you think, oh, I'll hold the door open, and they just walk past.
You see, everybody with half a brain, they go through a door, they look behind them to see if anyone's there, because you don't want to shut the door on someone. But also, and then if you see someone and they're pretty close, you just keep hold of it and stay there a second. And I've had it where I've done that and they've just ran through and didn't say a word. And you're like, what?
Yeah. It's just unbelievable because, I was brought up with manners, and if I see if I go through the door and then I see people behind me, I'll hold it and I'll wait for them to go through.
Yeah.
And I'll do the same on the way out. But it's just like, thank you, such a little word, but it means such a lot to people. That's not. I'll hold the door open anyway. Because you don't know whether they're going to say thanks or not. But it's just courteous. I suppose I could have said manners, but that's one thing that really grinds my gears is when you do that. You stand there and you hold the door, and then they just walk past as if they're Queen Elizabeth. It's like.
Yeah, my friends used to go, if they didn't say thank you, should wait till they were a few steps away, realizing they hadn't said thank you, should go, you're welcome, and just shout.
Oh yeah, I've done that. I've done that a few times. Yeah, I just walk out when they walk past, just go, yeah, thank you, and walk out. So
yeah, there's nothing really there's nothing to say here that obviously, like you said, people who don't say thank you, it's just manners. It clearly didn't have any. It's disgraceful. One, I hate fly tipping or just to drop in a rubbish. Either keep it on your person that you get home and then pour it in the rubbish. But there's bins everywhere.
Yeah,
it's just there's no excuse.
And it's the animals down the beach as well. It's the animals. It's the seagulls and stuff. It can't be good for them eating what they're leaving behind.
Yeah. And then obviously driving on the phone, obviously they're risking not only themselves but the people around them, in terms of they're not paying enough attention.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So yeah. So I'm gonna.
I've just seen Lex's comment.
Oh, and imagine. Hi Lex, by the way. Hi Ali. Hi Stu. Right. So people in the chat, if you want to ban people who just drop rubbish, fly tippers, or anyone really, just put rubbish. People who don't say thank you, put thank you. And people who drive on their phone, holding their phone, just put phone. So tell us what you want to banish people, and we shall get rid. Sorry, I'm late. Sister rudely came to visit. How very rude. Right, I'll give them a second to see what they come up with, shall we? Yeah, phone because someone could get killed. It's the point.
Stu's put, people who don't say thank you should be forced to form a human centipede.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Stu. I like it. I like the style. Oh dear.
Right, 1, 2, 3. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a rubbish. People who fly, tip, or drop rubbish is the one that goes in the Banish bin. The people have spoken.
Nice.
All right. So category 3 is food. So what is your first?
I can't stand this, and I do chop it up for the family in their salad, but celery, can't stand it. I think it's the worst smelling, stinking thing. I can't even eat salad if it's been in the same bowl. With it. It's just
Really?
it's nasty. Absolutely nasty. I hate. Oh, no, I can't stand it.
Celery has been on once before. I can't remember who said it, but I actually like celery. So yeah.
A lot of people love it, but like it's just for me, no. Olives.
Yes,
No.
olives is another that's been, but also, yeah, I don't do olives. I agree on this one. Oh, it was Susan who said celery.
It's just the texture of them. It's like it's just not nice.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're not subscribed to Rich, why not? Good point.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I don't know what you're on now. Has anyone got an update on Rich's thing? Hi, Queenie.
Probably 689. Probably gone down.
You've got lost a few.
Oh, phone's going on. Making weird noises.
Like I said, Carla and Richard would be great going out for dinner. I'm guessing Carla doesn't like celery and olives then.
Oh,
2 to go. You're on 699.
No, 699.
Oh, 699. However, people, just one more person. Mind if anyone else hasn't subbed as well, you can go too. We'll we don't mind it being more.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So celery and olives, and what's your third one?
I like cod and I like tuna, but I can't stand fishy fish. Like kippers and
Love kippers.
Oh, kippers and like things like mackerel and that. I can't eat fishy
really
fish.
Oily.
I can't. I can eat prawns, but I can't eat prawn curry so much because it just tastes too fishy. So fishy fish like mackerel.
Fishy fish. And our fishy.
Fishy fish. I know all fishes are fishy, but
yeah, but you just mean like fishy.
Cod and tuna is just like different. It's nice.
No, I love kippers and sardines and mackerel, and I like all the fishy fish.
Well, no.
Hi, Tony. Tony loves celery, olives, and fish, so she's not choosing any. Mandy's already subscribed. Cool. Yeah, fishy fish.
Fishy fish.
Okay. What do I do? What do I do? I might have to say a fish now, mightn't I? See, I saved. I'm hoping that celery will win against olives if I save fish, because I really do like. I do like. I love kippers. I'll buy them just to have. I have them on a salad. I agree they are very fishy fish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I do love them.
I can sort of push myself to a bit of salmon or something, a bit of salmon, but not raw salmon.
I like salmon, but I always think salmon has a bit of an earthy aftertaste to it.
Yeah.
But I do eat it. But yeah, absolutely love fish. So I've got to save the kippers. I've got to save the stinky fish.
Stinky fish.
The fishy fishes.
Fishy fish.
So people in the chat, do you want to get rid of celery or do you want to get rid of olives? So make your choice. Just type celery or olives into the Banish into the chat, and then whichever one has the most will be banished. Hopefully it'll be olives and not celery, because I like not all of them, Stu. There's too many celery. Wait a minute, let's see, where am I? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, olives is gone. 9, 7.
They're all as evil.
Olives is banished. Yes, I get this. I get to keep celery. Everyone who doesn't like celery in the chat, I'll just have it. It's fine. Olives are the devil's testicles. Well, I won't be trying them, so I don't think.
I'm glad I don't like them.
Yeah, nobody wants to try them. Right. Anyway, you thought you'd finally got rid of celery. No, it survived. Okay, so the next category is people that.
Right. So people that think they're better than everybody else.
People that think they're better than everyone else. So have you got any specific story?
Really? No, it's just like when you meet someone and you could just get that vibe that they just think they're better than you and everything they do is better than you, and you just think, really, my car's better than yours, and my house is big. I don't care. People are people. I talk to anyone and everyone. You know, I've got friends that have got nothing, and I've got friends like Brian Blessed that have actors and stuff like that. So, like, you know, I sort of take people as they come. I'm no better than anyone else. So I just don't like people that sort of look down their noses at people.
Lex, but I am better.
Well, you are, Lex. Yeah, you are.
You're the exception, Lex. But yeah, I agree with you. I'm the same. I talk to anyone. Doesn't matter where you're from, what your background is, how much money you've got, what you drive. At the end of the day, we're just wild people. We all have issues. We all go through life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And just saying, you can banish all the olives in her direction. She loves them.
Yeah, she can have the olives and share them with Lex, because I think Lex likes them.
Right, my next one on this one is people that just don't listen and interrupt all the time. I mean, it's a bit hard when on some of the lives, when you've got on some of the lives and you'll go to talk at one time. I mean, that's different. But like if you're trying to talk to someone and they're not listening and all they want to do is butt in and you're trying to tell them your side, but they don't want to listen to your side. All they're interested in talking about is what they want to talk about. And it just drives me mad when you're trying to help people, maybe or in any situation, and they just don't listen, and every time you're trying to talk they just butt in and they won't listen. It just drives me crazy.
Yeah, it's just rude, but also I think some people are just like the story has to be about them or the board or whatever. And like you said, like you have conversation, it's a two-way thing. It's not just like it's all about me, it's all about what I want to talk about. You know what I mean?
Yep. And the last one is people that think they know it all.
People who think they know it all.
Yep. Because everybody knows that person that knows how to do it better than you, and they've been doing this and they've done this and they've done that, and it's like
they have a degree in
anything and everything. Yeah. Yeah, drives me bonkers.
Yeah, it's like if you've made a curry, they've made a curry in a restaurant for friends or something. If you've like, I don't know, walked across a mountain or something, they have done 10 mountains. It's
yeah.
that sort of thing, isn't
They
it?
climb mountains every day.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they're just,
Yeah.
it's, yeah. Lex knows it all as well,
Of course
apparently.
he does. Lex does, though.
Yeah.
Oh, my mum does as well. My mum's saying she knows it all.
Mums do, though, like, I think.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I always used to think, my mum doesn't know. You know, like, you should tell us advice and whatever.
Yep. I thought the same. When you grow up, you realise.
I was right, though, aren't they? And it's weird how they have, like, radar on certain people. So, like, don't like them. You know what I mean?
Oh, they know the toe rags are.
Yeah, and you're like, the great man, the great, like, they're my friend, and like, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, however long down the line, it comes out why.
Yep.
And your mum was always right.
Yep.
There are some reseller channels like that I'm just seeing. Do you want to elaborate? Oh, my God. All right, let's have a look. So, again, see one or two of those people on a Friday night live. Okay. So people that think they're better than everyone else, people who don't listen and just want the conversation about them, or people who think they know it all. So I'm not going to save any of them. Again, it's you know, they're all annoying. I agree. So if you want to banish people who think they know it all, put know it all, or know it will do. If you want to banish people who don't listen and are just all about themselves, put don't listen. And if you want to banish people that think they're better than everyone else, put better. That works, doesn't
Yeah.
I have 4 teenagers and I know nothing. That's the one thing I do know, because they let me know often.
They tell you.
Hi, Shelley. It's the same person of all three. Yeah, it can be. Hi, Emily. Oh, Jack and Emily, I'm not sure.
Yeah, Gemily.
Whenever I see it's Emily, and then they'll go, it's actually Jack. I'm like, oh. They're on this, but I don't actually. I'll have to check with them. I'm not sure how far down you are in the list, but I need to know whether he's want to do it, if he's doing it separate, because I've just done it with like single people. So, you know what I mean? I mean, if I was right, was I? Cool. But whichever. I mean, I'm not worried. Right, let's have a look. So don't listen. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, 6 for don't listen. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 for better. And don't think there's many know it all. So yeah, it's only 2. Hi, pal. Yeah. So people who think they're better and then everyone else is going in the banish bin. All right. I don't know why I circled them on my paper. Like, it's really happening. Like, that means it's
going on the register. It's going on the register. It's becoming law.
Exactly. Done.
Bye, Neil.
Neil's
off.
No problem. We can do it separate, together or separate. I'll probably do it separate because I'm sure you have different tastes. You know what I mean? So I'll probably just do it separate. Anyway. Next category is songs.
This was difficult for me because I like anything and everything. I like Five Finger Death Punch. I like classical. I like pop. I like loads of stuff. But the only ones I could really come up with, like I say, I had down a bit, is the Cheeky Girl song. We are the cheeky girls. We are the cheeky girls. I mean, it weren't difficult to learn the words.
Cheeky, cheeky.
Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. And then the next one, I really like this singer, and I know Nick Hills likes this singer as well, and I really like her, and I like this song, and I liked all of her music. But then one of my exes, when I recorded this song in a recording studio, paid to do it, and they couldn't sing, so it spoiled it for me, and it was Natalie Imbruglia's "Torn."
Ton, right?
So it's a song that I did like, but
So
yeah, it ruined it for
like,
me.
now all you hear is the
Yeah,
version.
yeah. And the last one, I say it's really difficult for me because I like sort of most music. I was sort of looking through YouTube earlier and seeing whether I could find a song that I didn't like because I couldn't actually think of one. And the last one is A Whole New World, Peter and Katie. And don't get me wrong, I've met Pete a couple of times, and he's a great singer. And on that song, you can hear that it's him singing it. That Katie Price is just she's she's tuned. They've tuned her so much it doesn't even sound like her. And I just think it was just the biggest mistake he done was get on stage and do that song with her. So yeah,
Yeah. I wouldn't say that Pete's the best singer, like, to be
no,
fair.
he's not. He's not. No, he's not the best singer by far. There's better singers, but
Yeah,
you know,
but
he can hold a
yeah,
note. Whereas,
that was just cringe.
yeah,
That was
very cringe. Yeah,
total cringe.
yeah.
Um,
I was going to say Depeche Mode, but like I thought I better not.
I mean,
Not really, Nick.
um,
You're joking.
a whole new, like that was just spoiled with them doing that. It was,
Yeah, it was just like they came on. She came on in a white like wedding type dress, and he had a white suit on, and it was just like really.
I don't mind the cheeky girls song. It's proper cheese.
It
It's
is proper cheese, yeah.
but it's
I
one of
was
them things
struggling.
that, like, if you were having a stupid party, do you know what I mean, and
Yeah,
whatever, like, it wouldn't
yeah.
matter if it came on, like, we'd all have a daft laugh to it or whatever. But like, it's not
Yeah.
like a
No,
good
I mean
song.
if I had a week, I probably would have listened to the radio in the car and found ones I'd dislike more. But it was it was just a few that I just thought no.
But I really do like the Natalie Imbruglia song "Torn."
I used to love it.
Um,
Yes, we can put Katie Price in the bin. That's where she is anyway.
Katie and I think I can already tell who's going in the bin here. So I am going to save Natalie Imbruglia's "Torn." My advice would be
Good choice.
my advice would just be to play her version a lot till it drowns out any other
Yeah.
version you've ever heard. Oh yeah, Cassie said, "Can we not just put Richard's ex in the bin?"
Yeah.
That works. Yeah. So people in the chat, although I know that the answer to this already, if you want to get rid of the cheeky girls, cheeky song, then put cheeky. Or if you want to get rid of Pete Andre and Katie Price doing A Whole New World, put Peter and Kate. I've got a feeling who's going to be gone. Just judging by the
Yeah.
previous ones. I'll just put Katie or Peter, whichever. I'll get it. You know, 2 Katies and the rest is 2 cheekies. I mean,
Looks like Katie's in the bin.
get rid of exes who can't sing for toffee. Yeah, that's definitely Katie and Peter gone. I think we need to keep the song though, just their version of it.
Yeah.
We'll just stick to their version because I like it in Aladdin.
Don't mind the Disney one. Yeah, I definitely don't mind the Disney one.
It's not their version. Yeah. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Bin Katie, please use the recycling bin because of the plastic.
Right.
Okay, so next category is things people say.
Right. Now, this one is like when you're on the phone, you're trying to sort something out, and someone turns around to you and says, "Do you mind if I put you on hold?"
Right.
Drives me insane. I've been on hold for probably half of my life. It's like they put you on hold. Are you okay to be on hold for a couple of minutes? Yeah, fine. Yeah. 10 minutes later, I've still got to talk to someone else. I'll just put you back on hold. You okay? You all right? Like, it just drives me.
No, I don't want to be on hold.
I know.
Over here, all you say. Like, what would you say then? Because rather than say, "Do you mind?" you should just say, "I'll just put you on hold a moment," because they're going to do it anyway. It's not like, because if you said, "Well, actually, I do mind," I'd say, "Well, I'm sorry, I'll have to put you on hold."
Yeah.
So why say, "Do you mind?"
It's just there's too much of it. Too much of it.
Yes. Sharon saying, "Your call is important to us. Please hold the line." Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Yep.
Right, and your second
the second one is, I mean, you see a lot of this in and around the film industry, but I've seen it like normally in the street, and someone's introducing someone to you or whatever. Is, "Do you know who I am?" I've heard a lot of actors like on sets and stuff, and they turn around to people, "Do you know who I am?" And you think, how ridiculous. A lot of people probably know you are, but not everyone knows who you are.
So is it kind of like, not in a kind of like, "Do you know who I am? I'm going to knock you out" sort of
No,
thing.
this is like a "Do you know who I am? I'm the
like I'm an actor and you should recognise me.
Yeah.
Or is it chat saying, where's Karen? Because Karen probably apparently said something like that at a meetup, but she did.
Yeah, but that's all right at something like that. But like, I've seen people with serious faces and getting a hump over it. It's like, really?
Jilly Button said Bill Oddie did that to me.
Really? Oh God.
Surely there should just be like, please that they're not recognised. Unless I think unless you like, you mustn't.
I think some of them thrive on it. It's like,
that's what I mean. Unless you like, So there's there's a kind of, I don't know. They expect to be recognised, and if you don't recognise them, like.
Yeah. I mean, joking wise, I mean, I've joked about and said, "You know, I am" to friends and people, but it's like when it's serious and these people are serious, and it's like, "Do you know who I am?" I'm sort of as if you should know who they are and that you should bow to them, sort of thing. And it's like, really? You're right.
I think it's a shame they've forgotten their own name. No, it's all right, young Stu, can't you?
Yeah, he comes out with the best ones.
Sharon saying, "Well, if you don't know who you are, then how am I supposed to know?" Yeah.
And the last one is when you're phoning up to do something again, and you're trying to renew a contract on a phone or something, and you've done it 100 times before, and they turn around and go, "I just have to read through the terms and conditions for you."
The
So
data
you're on the phone for
protection.
another 5 minutes. You're going, no, I've heard it before. I've done this before many a
Yeah.
times. I don't need to know them. Oh, legally, the call's recorded, and legally, I have to read this out to you. And it's like, really, again, same thing. So yeah, it drives me mad.
Terms and conditions. Or is it? Do you mean like the data protection?
No, it's when you're taking on a contract and they say, I just need to read you the terms and conditions that, this is for 24 months. And if you want to leave after a certain amount of time, you have to pay the outstanding and
Yeah.
no, this is how you have to give note. It's just long winded.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, but I think the reason being is that if it's not said, then someone could say, but they didn't tell me that.
I mean they do it for legal reasons, but it just drives me mad. Like you hear it.
Just renewing something when you've already but this is the same. It's the same contract. It's the same
company
thing. Same. There shouldn't be any difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no change. I'm just renewing it.
Yep.
So in that case, they can you just email us it or whatever? Just I'll just not read it.
Just email it or read it.
Nobody reads the small print. Yeah. At least they aren't reading you the iTunes TNC.
iTunes terms and conditions.
I've never had iTunes. I've never had it. Well, actually, I'm saying I've never had an iPhone, but I do have one currently that I bought off my niece, but I've just never swapped it over. Too used to me Samsung, me.
Yeah, I like my Samsungs.
Right. Okay. So people in the chat, I don't think there's anything that I'm going to save. I can understand if it's a new contract that they need to see it, but when you're renewing it, they don't really need to see it. As long as everything's the same before, tick a box. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you just spent 15, 20 minutes going through the upgrade of what you want and what they can do you, the deals they can do you, and it's like, really?
Yeah. But I suppose if it's the new contract, they do have to start afresh, don't they?
Yeah.
There could be anything in them. Yeah. Can you read through the rules to this game, please, Lenny? Yes. What I say goes, end of rules. There you go. It's easy, isn't it?
It's easy as that.
Oh, you're on 700 subs. Woohoo! Yay.
Thank you, everybody.
Fantastic people. All right. So if you want to banish people when they say, do you mind being on hold, or when they say your call is important to us and blah, blah, blah. If you want to banish those, put on hold. If you want to banish people who say, do you know who I am?
Not Karen, though. Karen can stay.
Karen
can stay.
Yeah. Because she did do it accidentally, bless her. Yeah, but when it's done in a
I mean, I'd come out with that at a meet up. I'd do that.
Yeah, just like as a joke or whatever. But or do you want to banish going through your terms and conditions when you're just renewing a contract? So just put T and C.
Thank you, everybody.
Yay. If anyone else is still in the chat and haven't subscribed, the link is in the bottom. Please do at the end of this or now, even whilst we're waiting for that.
That's a nice reason to have a sip of wine. Thank you very much.
I was serious though. Yeah, but she was serious, as in she didn't mean it that way, because I know what she's like. So she kind of she's like me. She says things without thinking about it, because I do that all the time. I think hold is looking quite popular. Yeah. So hold, being on hold, we all just want it quicker and sooner and faster. There you go.
Yep. Lovely.
Right. So the next category is celebs.
Yeah. The first one's a real piece of work. Can't stand it. She's nasty as anything. Katie Hopkins.
Yeah. She
Can't
has
stand the woman. She'll
been
tell you.
on here
She'll tell
before.
you that. She'll tell you you're a sleazy scumbag for having a kid named after a country or a place, and her kid's
Yeah,
called
and
India.
then she didn't think that through though.
I don't think she,
How
I
can
think,
you
I
be
don't think she thought
intelligent
that one
and
through
then
properly. No,
yeah, that's like how can you be intelligent and then come up with something like that? That just doesn't make sense.
she's bonkers. Absolutely bonkers.
Like honest, like I don't think there's well, I can't see anyone who would actually like her. It's
No,
just no.
she's got to be one of the most unlikable people on the earth, I think.
Yeah.
So Katie Hopkins. Next one's Ben Kingsley, the actor, and it's
Kingsley.
only because I like him as an actor. I think he's great as an actor, but
Yeah.
as a person, he's not. There's a story I heard about him, and what it was, there was a young girl on set on one of the film sets with him, and she went up to him and she went, "Mr. Kingsley, what did you get your knighthood for, or whatever it was?"
Mhm.
So he told her. She went off, and he complained to the production company and said, "I don't want her on set anymore. I want her gone." She's come up to me and just spoke to me and asking me questions about why I got my knighthood or whatever, and she got sacked. So and I've heard many stories about him as an actor, and he's not apparently he's not very nice on set. So
Hmm.
yeah, so that's that one, and another one that's so far up his own backside he needs a torch is Kanye West.
Yeah, he's been on here before.
He is such a plank. You know, he wants to run for president, and he just thinks that he's the best thing since sliced bread. And really, I mean, you know, some of his music's all right, but it's the attitude on it. You know, he's one of these people that he's one of the I think I'm better than everybody else
Hmm.
scenarios. So yeah, Kanye West is my
Yeah,
last one.
he is.
Can't,
He is.
can't stand him.
Yeah,
Kanye was on last week, was he?
I can't even
He's,
remember
he's,
how bad
he's
I am on
absolutely
my screen on.
bonkers. He's mad. He's absolutely mad.
It was a weird week when Kanye was on this channel. Yeah, you know, I always have him in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he just pops on.
To make us all feel better. I just popped in to see that working background. You are told not to speak. Oh, in a working background, you're told not to speak to actors. Hi, Wendy.
Yeah.
Right. I still think though that if someone is, you know, just genuinely, I mean, she could have looked up to him or whatever, and she was just genuinely interested in what he did and what he did.
Yeah, she was genuinely just interested and wanted to ask him what he got his knighthood for or whatever it was. But you know, he's at the end of the day, people that work on films, the crew is just as important as the cast.
Yeah.
You can't make a film without the crew, you know. And really, at most films, they work as a team.
And
you know,
it's about everyone being tracked the same. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, we know someone that's working on Aquaman 2 at the minute with your boyfriend Jason Momoa, and he's one of the nicest people you could ever see. I've not met him, but like you know, they say he's one of the nicest guys you could work with. But there's a lot that aren't. There's a lot that their behaviour is disgusting.
if they talk to you but you don't talk to them, you get booted. Christ! So you get booted if you don't speak to them. You get booted if you do speak to them. You can't win.
They talk to you, but you don't talk to them.
Hi, Peter. Hi, Kath.
It's just a strange one. It's a really strange one. It really is.
Definitely a strange one. Would that be Ariel?
That's Ariel. How did you guess?
I think it was the last time I was on the street I think I was on your channel and she was there.
That's right. Yeah.
She was barking at
she likes to get She likes to get involved.
She's lovely. She's in. If anyone didn't see, she's in the picture on the thumbnail.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. That's what I mean. I sit there and she just put her head on my chest and she just cuddles into you. She's
Yeah.
Yeah, our little Greek rescue.
Tony, I wouldn't be talking to Jason more. I'd be too busy dribbling. I'm with you. I'm with you. Lex says, I've had to book travel and hotels and stuff for various celebs. It's amazing how many of them are right princesses.
Yep. Yep.
And then celebs who you think will be hard work are just lovely, like David. I can't say that.
David Suchet, yeah, Poirot.
Yeah, I know who he was, but I in my brain I was gonna go David Suchet, and I know it's not that because that's how my brain just works. It just wants to see it as I see it. It's really weird. Anyway, I'd got there eventually. So, people in the chat, do you want to ban Banish? Katie Hopkins, just put Katie. Ben Kingsley, Ben, or Kanye West, Kanye. Hi, Mr. Sprout.
Hi, Peter.
So we shall see. Hi, Kev.
Yeah, Katie.
I think Katie's just winning.
Dander. She's just an horrible piece of work.
Yeah, she is. She's awful. And then there was all that thing. Like I was watching her on a program, and she was like, "I've been." I think she was on an American program, and she was talking about how she was, she lost her because she was giving her opinion. She lost her home and all that, and I thought, no,
it's not because she lost it. She give her opinions because she don't shut her mouth and she talks rubbish, and she's just a horrible person.
Exactly.
Karma bitter on the arse.
Hi Sue. Hi Mark. It's definitely hands down Katie Price, that, isn't it?
Hi everyone in the chat. I'm not ignoring you. I just.
All right. So the last category is random mix. Random mix is basically anything you want from any category, or even something that isn't a category.
Right. Okay. So for the random mix, I've got people that kill animals for sport, hunting. Hunters are disgusting people.
We have had this. We have had this come up once before. But
I think for food and stuff, it's a different thing, isn't it? It's, but if you're going out and doing it for sport, just to something that's going to make you feel good and make you smile, you shoot an elephant or a beautiful tiger or a lion.
Yeah, and then you pose in a picture with it.
It's disgusting. I saw something on the news this morning. Some girl with a crocodile around her neck, and I just thought, really?
Why?
Just idiot. A young girl. You're an idiot.
Exactly, and leave them alone. It's like, why? You know what I mean?
At the end of the day, they say, oh well, we're keeping the numbers down. Well, listen, there's predators out there that eat each other. They do that. There's no need for you to get involved.
Yeah.
Anyway,
hi Glenn.
The next one is junk mail. I don't mind if I buy a parcel off someone on eBay and they stick a little leaflet in it. Don't mind that. Yeah. I don't want crap coming through my letterbox every day for windows, for roofing, for driveways, for this, that, and the other, or whatever it is. It just fills up my recycling bin. I don't want it. If I wanted my roof done or my driveway done or anything like that, I'd go on the internet and I'd Google it. I'd Google local firms and have a look on Checker Trade. I say it just junk mail.
Yeah. Or like the takeaways, we get a lot of takeaways that comes around here, and you can get like one guy delivering 4 or 5 different ones in one go. And you're like,
it's just mental. It's mental. With things like restaurants and that, you get your own favourites, so you sort of you
revert back to what you know.
Visit, or you'll find good food and you'll keep going back. I'm not interested in getting all that rubbish through my door. It just fills up the recycling bin. So, keep that. And
Yeah,
the
I've had
last
that as well.
one,
Kathy saying she used to get leaflets for conservatories. Yeah, I've had
yeah,
that as well.
yeah,
So
it's just it drives you nuts.
yeah.
And the last one, just couldn't think of anything else, so I put Towie, The Only Way is Essex. I cannot stand that program. I cannot stand Gemma Collins. It just drives me nuts. You know, they're all supposed to be friends, and they're all stabbing each other in the back, and like, you know, the girls like it. And but the thing is, I don't like it.
Mm.
But like, if I walk in the front room and the girls are watching it, I'll say, "Oh, what's she done now?" Or what? Like, you know, you're sort of trying to find out the story, even though you're not. It drives you bonkers. But yeah,
I've watched it in the past, but it's not.
not my cup of tea.
No. It's just full of drama, but intentional drama. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, oh, they've split up, so we'll intentionally put them in the same place. It's
And not being funny,
party.
none of them have, or 95% of them, or 99% of them have never actually had to do an hard day's work. It's all been sort of handed on a plate, and it just drives me mad, you know, how they go on about it, just like they've got no.
I do tell you what, it's really good.
Value of money.
Sorry, I just jumped in on you there.
I don't like people that interrupt.
I know, I'm sorry about that. How rude of me. But you know what? Have you seen what's his name? What's his name? Why can I not think of his name?
What is he from?
Yeah. Chris Pratt.
Oh,
have you seen his impression of people from Towie?
No.
Oh, it's class.
I'll have to have a look at it. I'll have a look up afterwards.
Maybe after the end, I've got time and I'll share it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely so good. But yeah. So people in the chat, do you want to? Well, actually, I'm gonna 1 second. I'm gonna banish people who can kill animals for sport. That's just gone, right?
Good call. Although sometimes I want to strangle them dogs.
No. Susan saying, sorry, interrupters didn't get banished, so carry on, Leonie.
Oh, yeah, sorry, you carry on.
I'll just interrupt.
Sorry, it's only your show.
But no. Anyway, I'm going to banish people already that do sport for fun of killing animals. That's just wrong, right? So, out of junk mail and Towie, The Only Way is Essex, please write in the chat junk mail or Towie, and we shall see what
junk mail or junk telly.
Yeah, junk Towie. And then I'll find that clip of what's his face, Chris Pratt, because I think it's really funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I will if I can. I'm sure I can somewhere. I've there it's right, that's all ready. See what the chat says, shall I?
Yep.
Right. Towie. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for Towie. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so just Towie.
Close.
Very close that was. But yeah. So Towie is, but I'll just quickly show you Chris Pratt's clip on that. I'll probably get copyrighted, but hey, what's new? Right, where do I go for that? That's it. Honestly, I never know what to click on here. Right, let's keep that down a second.
Foxy Bingo.
Aye. Blinking ads, man. Hurry up.
Getting it all. I understand everything. Oh yeah, good. He said he was in the Fellowship of the Ring. About a picture. A picture.
I didn't even move along.
Talking of accents, this is a weird thing. So, Chris Pratt, this seems so unlikely that you have now learned how to do the voices from Town.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. Well, we love that garbage TV back in the States. My wife was crazy about it, and when I was here filming Guardians, we shot Guardians of the Galaxy here in London, and my wife Anna came out to visit, and she fell in love with this show, Towie, The Only Way Is Essex. It's this show that's like basically their Jersey Shore. It's the Jersey Shore from here. It's like this town somewhere, Essex, I guess. And these folks are just like the worst. And it was like, I'm a parrot a little bit, and so when I hear it all the time, I just started picking it up and started like I could pick up their accent and do their accent a little bit. I'm okay. It's gonna sound. It's really embarrassing to do in front of a whole room full of Brits here, but I'll try it anyways. So it's like, I want to say, I saw this guy. Honestly, I did like Michael cheat on me when he was in a beeper, and I was like, what he's telling me is like, I miss you or whatever, and I was like, you miss me?
He's brilliant at it.
Yeah, he's really good.
That was good.
I like him as an actor. I'm wrong screen there.
He's good.
Right, stop sharing. That's better. Get in there. But yeah, I really like him as an actor. But I like Galaxy. Yeah,
we went to see number 2 at the cinema. Is it the Dome Cinema in Worthing, where they filmed Wish You Were Here. Emily Lloyd down at the Dome Theatre, and they got a little cinema in there, and we went there and watched it. It's brilliant. Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, it's a little old school, really old cinema. It's brilliant.
That's cool. But thank you so much for doing this, and especially kind of short notice.
That's all right. Anytime.
And I hope you really enjoyed it.
I did, and it went really quick.
It did, didn't it? It went really quick.
A bit nervous because I thought, have I done it right, and have I sort of picked the right things? But I think I did. If there's
anyone in the chat that hasn't still subbed to Rich, he is linked in the chat below, and I'm sure someone else will put the link in there so you can quickly go and do it now. But yeah,
you won't be disappointed, hopefully.
Nah, he's full of knowledge, and he's got some amazing things. So yeah, and he's a really nice bloke. I'm not just saying it because you're here.
I know.
When you go, I'll be like,
it's rubbish. Take the subs back. Unsubscribe.
Stands holding doors and expects us to say thanks. I mean, who do
you think he is?
But yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah.
So I am doing Trivia Tuesday at 9:00. It was originally down for 9:30, but I've put it at 9. So we've got 20 minutes, people. You as well, obviously.
Have a wee and get your drinks.
Yes, get away, get your drinks, get your brains prepared, and your fingers ready to type and all the answers. But yeah, it was
Thanks,
really,
Judy.
really heard, Rich, really enjoyed it. Even though that made sense.
I enjoyed it.
She says that you were so down to earth, which you are. Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
You too, Shelley. But yeah, I'll see you all in 20 minutes. Next week on the Banish bin is Monumental. So we shall see you there for that. And I'll see you in a while. Awkward wave, people.
See ya.
Bye.